So this is the title I was given to work with, Future of Institutional Crypto Asset Trading. Try to say that 5 times very fast. Okay, I work at Circle Company in town here. There's the title again. So we have this technological breakthrough that I know you guys know about. We have this open, immutable, incorruptible record-keeping system. This is brand new in computer science and economics. It's also a transaction processing system following the same things. It's also a secure computation system. That means we have a fundamental new internet infrastructure to deal with. So the interesting thing about it is it lets us reinvent the fundamental microeconomic units in the economy. It transfers everything from, everything that's fiduciary and record keeping related, such as like finance and accounting and insurance and corporate and commercial law, systems of voting and governance, all of these kinds of things, certification, civil services, things like that, right? So in other words, it's really the tokenization of everything. So every form of asset or value storage and every form of important record becomes a crypto token, not just money. So this, of course, includes fiat currencies, all money, all forms of equities, bonds, loans, other financial contracts, insurance contracts, and the securitization of property, houses, cars, things like that. It's very, very broad. So the tokenization of everything equals crypto assets, right? So what are crypto assets? It's a new, purely digital asset issued on public blockchains that have free-flowing, market-priced value. So you could break it down into these 3 things here. So you have cryptocurrencies, which we know and love. We have crypto commodities, and we have crypto securities. So cryptocurrencies, you know these Bitcoin spin-offs, other, different goals such as privacy, settlement, stability. There's all kinds of coins that sort of fit in this bucket. Crypto commodities, on the other hand, these are tokens used to consume or utilize infrastructure. You can think Ethereum, Neo, EOS, lots of different kinds of projects there. And then third, you have crypto securities. And these are new forms of tokenized securities, so rules-based financial contracts, programmable money, which have fascinating new capabilities that go far beyond what traditional paper-based and law firm-mediated securities can offer. However, crypto asset value is limited unless you can trade it. So a retail market is nice. There's a lot of retail exchanges. But an institutional market would be a lot bigger and therefore better. So if you're going to tokenize everything and you want a mature institutional market, this is what you're going to need to do. But here's where I need help, right? What impedes the institutional market here? Is it lack of a clear regulatory environment? Clearly, you can start something. You need some clarity. You need to know that what you build is not going to be illegal tomorrow. That's huge, right? It's kind of a, chicken or egg. What about auditing frameworks? This is tough. You know how to audit traditional assets, but auditing digital assets is actually not that easy. There's a lot of different, issues that go along with that. That's a huge thing. What about lack of custody options? Right? How do you custody some assets that have a lot of value that you're not legally allowed to hold yourself? Yeah, that's a big problem. Maybe it's all of these. So what else is needed, right? More mature, scalable public blockchains, more, or just the ones we have faster, or state channels? I don't know. What about fiat-backed stablecoins? This could be a big, inhibitor right now, right? Futures, derivatives, options markets, we're starting to see some of this, but clearly it's in its infancy, right? So how do we encourage this market? How do we get this going, right? Educate regulators, that's a big one and a really, really hard one. Like there's a lot to do in that area. You know, what does the industry regulate versus what does the government regulate? You know, we can get into a huge, long discussion about that, and be interesting to see what the industry feels like it can regulate. So how do you know what's possible, right? This is also the regulatory issue. How do you get people to understand what you can and probably more importantly what you can't do? You know, these are things. You could just build frameworks and you could build this, right? You could build these systems and then hope they kind of catch on as standards. You know, it's kind of the if you build it, they will come. So to conclude, all I know is, you know, crypto assets allow us to rethink the entire framework, the entire ecosystem. So let's just figure it out. Thank you.